I beg you to teach me how to row, and you maneuver the boat into a quiet spot, away from the speedboats and skiers and swimmers. I sit on the seat next to you, and you put my hand on the left oar and cover your hand with it. I can smell the scent of Prel in your hair, the sweat dampening your armpits, mixed with a whiff of petrol coming from the orange fuel tank on the floor of the boat. Finally, you let go of my hand, and I start rowing by myself, just with the left oar. You have the right one, and every time we dip the oars into the river, you say, catch, and then pull, catch, and pull, catch, and pull. On the other side of the railway bridge, you say, I think we've had enough for today. We lift both oars into the boat, and you pull start the 5.5 horsepower engine. I climb onto the prow, my favorite place, and try to keep my feet from trailing in the water. We chug past the aerodrome where I once sat on the wing of a small plane, and you took a picture. As we round the bend in the river, near the caravan park and the other bridge with the storm-tossed pylons from your own childhood, there's a low growling in the sky, grey dragons of clouds heaving one on top of the other. The first drops sweep across the surface of the water. I swing my legs into the boat and sit on the seat near the front where you tell me to sit. You look at me, and I stare back at you. I have black eyes too, black hair, and a long nose. That won't be as long as yours, thank God. I'm wearing red shorts, a short-sleeved shirt with puffy sleeves and no cardigan, and I'm shivering. You say something about the storm that brought down the pylons in 1926. I look blank. I'm cold, I say. You can see the goosebumps on my arms and the star-shaped scar on my knee where I fell into a rose bush. There's nothing in the world like looking at the face of your own child. But you can't tell me that. You throw me your old jersey and I wrap it around my legs. Then I crawl into the tiny space right under the prow where I was sitting before. She's curled in there like a hedgehog or a rolled up centipede, you think, as you pass a houseboat moored near the caravan park. In the distance, you see lightning crack open the sky for an instant. The thunder grumbles, a lion pacing up there somewhere. The waves are much bigger now as you steer the boat through the choppy water. This could be a bigger storm than 26 or 1914 or the one just before they reenacted the Great Trek. No, wait, it's still summer, you think, stopping the flood of panic and excitement in your chest, that same mad thrill you get staring at a bone piercing through skin or at a wound as open as a flower. Betsy can swim, you're thinking, but for how long? But surely the boat won't go over, and if it does, the river is deep only in certain places, not nearly as deep as it used to be when you dived off the bridge for golf balls. Of course, there's the lightning, flashing now here, now there, some mad giant in the heavens playing pin the tail on the donkey. What if you're the donkey, and that long, crooked spark lights up you and your boat and me, hidden but not safe? What if your heart is the one that stops? You don't say anything to me about electricity or hearts that go bump, bump, lub, dub, bump, pat, pat, bump, lub, pat, stop. I know you're worried because your face has that slightly grim, serious look, the look I remember when you bent over my knee and extracted a rose thorn buried deep in my flesh. You washed off the blood and laid the thorn on a white towel, and the two of us stared at it as if it was a moon rock or a secret talisman or a hook that could speak. At the top of the right atrium is the sinoatrial node that sends out the electrical impulses that keep the heart going. Through the fabric of your short-sleeved shirt, you feel your own heart, its right margin under the right side of your breastbone. I watch you, as if I'm watching a magic show. I'm all curled up, your own offspring turned into a small black fox before your eyes. You're torn between the miracle of nature crashing all around you, the bang bang of your own electricity, and me, so small, so curved, that it takes you back to the day I was born. You remember walking into the delivery room, Ma and the fancy obstetrician from Cape Town smoking and cracking jokes. You shouted at them and tried to wave all that smoke away to protect the tiny folded life that was on its way. Now I'm here, and I'm big, my scarred knee blinking at you. You have so much you want to tell me, but you say nothing. You can never speak what's in your heart, because no one understands. I suck my knee, and don't do that, is what you tell me. Your knee has been all over the place, collecting germs, wet ones and dry ones that sit and ones that fly. I'm cold, I say again, tired and slightly accusing, my teeth banging like castanets. You clear your throat and try not to look at me, as if I'm going to leap out of my hole and bite you, or even worse, move closer to you so that the front of the boat lifts up and we almost sink. Stay where you are, you say. It's not so bad. Not like the one in 26. You crack a thin, crooked sort of smile, and I rearrange myself. You can see that every part of me is shivering. My cheeks are glazed with tears or rain. You can't tell which. I suck my knee again, looking at you defiantly. Good, you think. She doesn't seem sleepy or confused. No hypothermia. And then my eyelids flutter shut. Betsy, you shout. Pull yourself together. Buck up. Are we there yet, I say? And then I laugh. It makes you giggle too. Then I put my head upside down, and now I'm really a baby hedgehog. Some queer furry creature, damp and cold, damp and odd at the bottom of the boat. The boat chugs past Frasier's Rock, wet and slick, the back of a dinosaur about to head for the trees. I'm asleep now, my face pale, the color of the air and sky. You stop the boat, edge forward and feel under my armpits, still warm. You take my pulse, the beat of my life between your fingers, the rush of my very own river. Your light shines right at me, your ears listen for engine trouble. Then you back away, start the boat again with a pull of the cord. You sit down, heading for home, the river spread wide in front of you, houses, boathouses, clustering the edges. Some of the houses have been there for donkey's years, Tudor-style cottages with thatched roofs. Some are new, with arches and porches and stuccoed walls. The sky is clearing, and a rainbow stretches over the hills and into the sea. Tomorrow will be a good beach day. You want to wake me and tell me, but you can't. You want to tell me lots of things, but you can't. She won't understand, you think. She walks into walls, and she laughs just like Maisie. And sometimes she's her own little animal, the way she is now, and it makes you sad and happy at the same time. Nothing happened. But you know, this rainy afternoon will paste itself into your life as a special day. The day you taught me how to row, and you and I got stuck in the boat in the rain, and I crawled into the front and made myself so small you thought you could keep me forever, huddled under the prow, right where you sometimes keep the petrol tank. Ma is standing on the jetty with Simon, and she's waving and furious, and SOS going with her arms. For crying out loud, you want to say. We weren't captured or chased or beaten or anything. The lightning left us alone, and the river's not deep, and here we are. Morgen is nog 'n dag. Tomorrow is another day. Look at the horizon line, blue and light as a dream. A good day for the beach.